let's get started with the song straight away. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let's get started with the song. Hello there, I'm just here for the swearing. I don't much care what else you have to say. I don't care about the clothes that you are wearing or the other songs that you've chosen to play. I'm not listening to the words you've constructed in rhyme. I'm unmoved by the chord that you have struck. I care not for the years you've spent honing your craft. I'm just waiting for you to say, forgive me. I'm just here for the swearing. The other stuff's a little overblown. I disagree with many of the sentiments you're airing. They always make me want to roll my eyes and groan. Your political opinions are opposed to my own, but that's usually not something I admit. Though none of that's important, that's not why I'm here. I'm just waiting for you to say, shall I explain? I'm just here for the swearing. Could you at least give me some small profanity? I've been waiting patiently all evening, and I want to go back home soon for my tea. I'm sure your other work has some sort of appeal, but it's not something on which I wish to take a punt. In fact, I'd like to hear you take it up a gear. It would make my day if you could just say, could you please just swear? Hello, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Thomas Benjamin Wilde, Esquire. For those of you who don't know, I'm assuming most of you do, considering it's my channel. But welcome anyway. I can see lots of people joining us now. Jumping on this evening, rather kind of spontaneously and last minute, as a bit of a plug for a very special show that I've got coming up in February with two very good friends of mine, who I'm going to introduce to you in a second. But before I do that, I just want to remind you all about this very, very special first ever Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire and the Fancy Chaps show I've got coming up on the 29th of December in Bedford, at Bedford Esquire's Room 2, my local venue. We've been practicing. This is going to be the first gig, hopefully of many, that we're doing together as a backing band, with my songs, but with a band, so live rather than with a backing track. So if you are in the Bedford area during the Twixmas period, it'd be lovely to see you. Do come along. You can find a link to where you can get tickets for that in the description. But let's take that out, because that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk today about another very special show that I've got coming up in Middlesbrough with my very good friend, Mr. Tom Carradine, and my other very good friend, Scott Doonican of the Bastard Sons of Val Doonican.
I'm still here.
So I'm bringing them back both in now. So hello, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Scott.
Hey, I've just got sound back. It keeps coming in and out. So
Scott's sound dropped out at the last minute, literally about 2 minutes before we were about to come on, which was interesting.
It keeps going as well. So basically, it's okay for about a minute or two, and then all of a sudden everybody turns into robots, which is really weird. So if I'm suddenly just going, it's because it's my computer.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So lots of people commenting on this now. I'll hopefully try and get to some of those comments as we go along as well. Chaps, can you see the comment? Can you see comments on the screen?
I can now. I've just clicked on it. I found it. I can see Lynn Humes here and Brian Sullivan and Anne Marie Endicott. So hello.
And I can see some of the YouTube stuff over here as well. So
brilliant. So what I'm here to talk about is our very special first ever triple bill show together in Middlesbrough, which is going to be my first ever show in Middlesbrough. I've never been there before.
Mine too.
Which is this one. So it's named Raucous Songs and Sing-Alongs, an evening of mirth, music and merriment with Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire, Tom Carradine and Scott Doonican. I was about to say Scott Carradine for a second.
If you want, I'll be David Carradine. And I'll just...
So there we go. That's a little bit of a better image there. So yes, myself, Tom and Scott are doing a show together in Middlesbrough on the 15th of February, which is the day after Valentine's Day. Whether that matters or not, I don't know. But I'm quite excited by that. Basically, Middlesbrough Theatre approached me, which I was quite flattered by, to do a show there. And then I looked them up and realised they're a 464-seater venue or something like that. And so before I got back to them, I kind of thought, I don't know. This is the biggest venue I've attempted to sell at based on me and not being a festival or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when he said that I basically need to sell 120 tickets to break even, is what they told me. And so my thought was, maybe. And I just thought, if I invite some friends along, perhaps that could work. And obviously, you guys were the first two people I thought of.
Thank you.
So I thought I'd bring you in with that. Bring you in with me on it. Share the responsibility for trying to flog those tickets. So have either of you guys played in Middlesbrough before?
I've never played. I've played up Durham way. I played Northern Kin Festival, but never Middlesbrough. So that'll be my first visit.
Same with me. Never Middlesbrough. I've played Darlington. I've played Billingham. I've played numerous places. All kind of, I'm back in my theatre days, but no, my first time in Middlesbrough. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So whether we've got enough of an audience in Middlesbrough to sell 120 tickets, which on paper, the three of us should be able to.
I've got friends coming down from Durham and hopefully up
Brilliant.
from kind of South Yorkshire way. So fingers crossed.
So Tom, what's the biggest capacity venue that you've sold out on, or kind of that you've filled to a decent extent based on just being you on the bill?
Wilton's, 300 people at Wilton's. So if
Yeah.
they all lived in Middlesbrough, we'd be sorted.
And Scott, obviously you play up and down the country. What
I do with the band. It's much bigger, but me on my own, I think the biggest I've done is about 120.
120 is what we need.
Yeah, but obviously we don't often get up north. So
This is up north for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
This
it
the
is.
thing.
Yeah, that's the thing for us. Normally, a lot of our gigs are like Midlands and further down, and we haven't got much of a following in Barnsley. So no pressure.
So, but my thinking with this is, if we can make this work in Middlesbrough, that is perhaps something we could do in other places in the country as
Yeah,
well.
of course.
But we've got to make it. We've got to make it work. Sorry, if you can hear the dog is barking in the background there. We've just got a new dog, Luca. Bless him, and he's still settling. And unfortunately, we've removed the sofa from the living room because we've got another one arriving tomorrow, and so he's just lying on cushions at the moment. In all fairness, he did pull the sofa apart, and we did have to get a new one. But he's now kind of kicking up a fuss because Sarah's downstairs with him, but he is interestingly struggling with it. We did try and take him for a big walk today, but if you do hear him going off in the background, that's what that is. He's trying to get attention. Anyway, so yes, Middlesbrough.
Well, checking in, Tom, on the comments on YouTube, Vix Tyler says, "Hope all three of you can do a show in the Midlands together sometime soon." That'd be cool.
This is the thing. We've got a proven audience in the Midlands, I think.
Yeah.
Birmingham, Coventry. There we go. We're sorted.
But it'll be good to. I've had requests for North East. I get lots and lots of requests for the North East. I've been up to Newcastle before. But it's nice to go somewhere else. So we'll see how we get on with it. But anyway, we're not just here to chat. We're also here to play some music. So Tom's going to go first. So I'm going to take Scott off and myself off now, and I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of the excellent Mr. Tom Carradine.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Tom. Well, to give everyone a bit of a taste of what we might be up to with our raucous songs and sing-alongs, it's all about sing-along for me, anyway. I'm a big music hall fan and singing these songs that I absolutely adore. And this one's an old folk song, actually. It's got a lovely kind of sing-along chorus. La, da, 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 da. You can join in at home on. And this time of year, it makes me think about pantomime and my new job. auditions to go on the stage. From this you can see that I've got 'em. In pantomime I'm all the rage. I'm the hole in the elephant's bottom. La da la da. Hope you're joining in at home. La da la la la. Now the girls all think that I'm it. When they sit in the stalls I can spot 'em. And I wink at the girls in the pits through the hole in the elephant's bottom. Hopefully you're joining in at home. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. One day I played in a farce and they stitched up the backside with cotton. It split and showed all of my bum through the hole in the elephant's bottom. Now my landlady packs up my meals. One day I went out and forgot 'em. Now daily she feeds me with buns through. You know the lines, here we go. La da la 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 la. There are pockets inside of the cloth for bottles of beer if you've got 'em. But they hiss and they boo when I blow out the froth through the... Now I've played it all over the world, and productions I can direct 'em. In Stratford-on-Avon I'm billed as the hole in the pachyderm's rectum. Well, we've now reached the last verse. It's as different as chalk is from charcoal. For a laugh we'll just sing the last line through the hole in the elephant's bottom. Hope you're joining in at home. There we go, that's what it's all about.
Excellent work, Tom.
I was trying to channel you,
I was
Tom.
joining in.
You
I was
like-
joining in. The problem is
you
he's
like your
jumping on.
songs. You like your songs with the implied rude words. I thought
Or
you might
just
appreciate
the
that.
direct rude words, really.
Absolutely.
But I was very tempted to kind of switch myself on just then, and sing along. But I realised the time delay can cause
The
all
joys
kinds
of
problems.
those Zoom gigs we used to do. Remember those?
Back in the day, those were the good old days, Tom. The good old
Trying to get
days.
everyone to sing Happy Birthday together. Could you remember it? Like everyone
Yeah.
at different times don't know.
It was doing Pants Drunk when I was. Can I getting people to sing along to Pants Drunk?
The thing is, as well, if you're doing a Zoom gig with like 99 people in, obviously that's 99 times that you have to pay the PRS on Happy Birthday as well.
Right, okay, I'm gonna drop us out again now. I just thought you deserved a little bit of a round of applause at
thank
the
you.
end there. I'll cut us both out again.
Well, I've just realised the next song we want to do is a waltz as well. But there we go. Yeah, for those of you who don't know what I do, I'm a great fan of the Victorian Music Hall. And one of the things that fascinates me about these Victorian music hall songs, kind of written between 1850 and kind of First World War, really, is many of them are as relevant today as they were written. And this one is no exception. It's got a lovely sing-along chorus you will pick up. The whole point of these songs was they were easy to pick up and join in on the chorus. But it kind of summarises one of my rules in life, which is never discuss politics on Facebook. It goes like this. Strolling so happy down Bethnal Green, this gay youth you might have seen. Tomkins and I with his girl between, then oh, what a surprise. I praised the Conservatives frank and free. Tomkins got angry so speedily. All in a moment he handed to me two lovely black eyes. Here's the chorus. Two lovely black eyes. Oh, what a surprise. Only for telling a man he was wrong. Two lovely black eyes. So the next time I argued, I thought it best to give the Conservative side a rest. So the merits of Gladstone I freely pressed. Then oh, what a surprise. The chap I had met was a Tory true. Nothing the Liberals right could do. This was my share of that argument too. Two lovely black eyes. All together at home then, here we go. Two lovely black eyes. Oh, what a surprise. Only for telling a man he was wrong. Two lovely black eyes. Last verse. Here's the moral of the story. Now the moral you've caught, I can hardly doubt. Never on politics rave and shout. Leave it to others to fight it out. If you would be wise, better, far better it is to let the Liberals and Tories alone, you bet. Unless you're willing and anxious to get two lovely black eyes. Here we go. Two lovely black eyes. Oh, what a surprise. Only for telling a man he was wrong. Two lovely black eyes. There you go. They really don't rhyme like they used to, do they?
Excellent work. Excellent work there. We're singing along to that.
Brilliant.
This is the thing. I'd not actually heard the verse to that when I first heard it.
Yeah.
And yeah, but the tune and the lyrics that I've known for ages, and I don't know where from.
They're just in our DNA, aren't they? All these songs are in our DNA. Do we remember where we learnt Daisy Bell or You Are My Sunshine? No. They're just there.
Remember singing them in lower school, primary school. But we had a pageant one time because our school turned 100 years old. My lower school turned 100 years old while I was there, and we all had to dress up as Victorian children and sing songs ranging from the 100 years. And that's where I seem to remember learning a lot of those songs from. Well, but definitely not Two Lovely Black Eyes, because we never sang that.
Loads of interaction on been sharing little short form videos every day on TikTok. And across all the socials, YouTube Shorts and Instagram. And the last week, do you remember? Scott, you might remember this one as well from school. When Santa got stuck up the chimney, he began to shout, "You girls and boys won't get any toys if you don't pull me out. My beard is black, there's soot in my sack, my nose is tickling too. When Santa got stuck up the chimney, achoo, achoo, achoo." It's just a nostalgia trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was originally written in the 1950s.
Really?
I always assume those songs are a lot older as well. There's a lot of them. It's like the Burning Cribbins.
Yeah.
I assume that was written well later than the 60s, but Lord love him. But anyway, so just to remind everybody why we're here, the three of us...
Plug the show, Tom. Plug the show.
Yeah, the three of us are playing in Middlesbrough at the Middlesbrough Theatre on the 15th of February. It's the day after Valentine's Day. Be a lovely Valentine's present, I would say. Do some love songs.
Now, is it Middlesbrough where we go for chicken parmos? Is that
know.
a Middlesbrough thing?
I don't know.
Is there anybody from Middlesbrough on the chat?
That would be really helpful, actually.
That would be helpful. So
can we get some inside info where we need to go for our tea before the show? That's what we need to know. Any information out there?
So if you want to come along to that, then you can actually get tickets via the link in the description. So yeah, as I say, it's a big venue. It'd be lovely to try and sell as many tickets as we can for it. I'm not expecting to sell it out.
It feels like that scene in the Blues Brothers, you know, whenever they arrive at the Palace Hotel ballroom and they just say it's an effing barn, we'll never fill it.
Oh, we've already got an offer. They want us to play in Sweden in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
The Cotswolds.
Yeah, I'm saying the Cotswolds.
I'm going to be in the Cotswolds in the new year. The band are playing in Chipping Norton.
Oh, how lovely!
Which is nice.
It's quite a posh place, Chipping Norton.
Far too posh for us lot.
Have they got a Greg's?
Probably not.
You've had a.
They've got Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah, you've had a compliment about your tank top, Tom.
Oh, lovely.
Jan Wheeler says, "Lovely tank top, Tom."
It's very nice.
We've had requests to come to Warwickshire, Hampshire. So there we go. So yeah, I think this could work. This could work.
Lovely. Trix Randerson says, I'm not a smoggy. I'm assuming that comes from Middlesbrough. But yes, a parmo is the borough thing.
Ah, there you go.
Middlesbrough. Borough thing.
Every day's a school day, lads.
Absolutely.
What is a parmo?
It's like a chicken escallop, like a deep fried chicken escallop with tomato sauce and cheese put under the grill.
Yeah.
But from my days gigging, like when I did theatre shows, I played the Billingham Forum and Darlington Hippodrome. I just remember them coming in like a pizza-sized box, and I'm like,
Wow.
how big are these chickens? But they're like huge. Like it's got a yeah. So I'm gonna have one. It's a local delicacy.
So I know Tom's quite busy at the moment with Christmas shows and things like that. Scott, what have you got coming up in the next few? Have you got busy Christmas lined up?
It's mental, usual thing. So we're coming towards the end of the winter tour. We've got one show left on Saturday night, which is our final show, and it's actually at home. It's in Barnsley. So we've got our Christmas circus show on Saturday night. Then on Christmas Eve, Amanda and myself are doing a Scott Doonican's Big Meeting online on YouTube, and then we're doing the Hootenanny on New Year's Eve, and then the solo tour starts in January, which is like 14 dates over the next few months, and then at the same time as that's going on, the new lineup of the band are going to be starting from the 10th of February, and we've got a bunch of dates, including Hampshire, weirdly enough, which isn't selling particularly well.
You really don't ever stop, Scott. This is the thing.
I hate resting. I'm never one for sitting. You know, I hate it. I've got to be busy. I'd rather be busy. So
Scott, where are you playing in Hampshire?
I'm playing at the doing two shows actually. I'm doing one on my own at the Square Tower in Portsmouth, which is a beautiful old thing from about 1200, 1300. That one's sold out, but then we're playing the Ark in Winchester, which I think is actually Winchester Library. I might be wrong, but we're playing at the Ark in Winchester, and that'll be. I think there's 4 of us playing that out of the five new guys that are going to be in the new lineup. So.
Somebody's just pointed out Chipping Norton is where Ronnie Barker used to live.
Yes, he did. I knew that.
Funnily enough, Ronnie Barker was actually born the street over from where I live.
No way.
In Bedford, yeah. There's a little blue plaque up on the house that he was born in. But so yeah, there we go. You learn something new every day. Anyway, Tom, I'm going to turn you off now. I'm going to turn myself off, and I'm going to hand over to Scott to play a couple of songs now as well. So Scott, I'm handing over to you.
Right. So obviously, if some of you have never seen me, basically, I'm usually the lead singer of the Bar Steward Sons of Al Doonican. We do parody songs on folk instruments, but the rest of the band aren't here, so I'm just going to do it on my acoustic guitar. I'm going to play you this one, because fitting in with the raucous sing-alongs and all that kind of thing, I thought I'd do one that you can all join in on, and you'll pick up as we go along, like mumps or syphilis. Well, I've never seen your baps look as lovely as they did tonight. They look tasty, wholemeal and white. And I've never known a lass who really knew the way to a man's heart. A gorgeous muffin and a good-looking tart. And I've never seen quite a dressing as the stuff that you're packing into that baguette. You got me in a sweat. The lady in Greg's, she makes pasties for me through the week. And when she makes sausage rolls, I forget how to speak. She's really got technique, and I can't resist. Her steak bakes on the side. I will never forget the super snap that she supplied. I've never had a BLT taste as gorgeous as it did tonight. The tonsils tingling with savoury delight and smoky bacon. And I've never had a chocolate eclair with such a creamy inside. But when I turn to you and smile, it takes me breath away. And I've never had such a feeling. It's the feeling that I'm well and truly stuffed. but I feel satisfied. Everybody at home, the lady in Greg's. She makes pasties for me through the week, and with muffins so moist, well, me knees just go weak. They're really unique, and I'm so sure that the goods they count to stay here. I will never forget the gorgeous grub she'd got on sale. The lady in Greg's. The lady in Greg's. Cheers.
Excellent work there, sir. Excellent work. Tom, you're on now as well. Just very quickly, I just thought we'd kind of do the similar thing of giving a clap and a congratulations.
Love it. I love
Scott.
that one, Scott. It's genius.
Singing
God
along
bless you.
to that myself. Vic says she got takeaway from Greg's yesterday. So did I. I often just go into town and just pop in and get myself a nice little sausage roll or something on the way
festive
back.
bake
from the
time
pub.
for
Festive
me.
bake, absolutely. Yeah, the festive bake. I think they should be on sale all year round.
Oh, absolutely. Although
Right,
I did have a baguette thing, like a festive baguette the other day with cranberry sauce and turkey. Oh, it was nice. Oh,
Very nice. I am going to just take these off 1 second.
No worries at all.
Because
we can talk about him now.
I've got. All right, I'm all tangled in my wires. And then,
Oh, and he's. I need to. Where did you get that thing from? Because I need one of those.
what my wazoogle?
Yeah.
I got it imported in from America. It costs stupid amounts of money for a little piece of plastic, but they are. It's called a Kazubi wazoogle.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
like
'cause
the
I've got
world's
a-
loudest kazoo.
I've got a kazoo solo in one of my new songs, and I can't work out how to do it live. Which yeah.
Oh, because
so I've got to work that out.
you can't get your hands out.
Exactly. Right, I'm going to turn us back off again, Tom.
So I figured with this, seeing as we're doing this kind of raucous sing-alongs thing, I thought I'd do a shameless cover now. I don't often do covers. I am going to do one, and seeing as it's the festive season, I thought I'd do the best ever Christmas number one, which is the Christmas number one from 1975. If you know the words, join in. It goes like this. It's also a song you shouldn't play on a ukulele, but I don't give a shit. It's all right. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway, the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, to me. Mama just killed a man. I put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. You ready at home? Sing along. Mama, ooh, I didn't mean to make you cry, and if I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, my body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. I gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. You ready? Sing it. Mama, ooh, anyway the wind blows, I don't wanna die, and I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. There's a point where everybody at home can join in, clap their hands. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Meet Galileo, 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 Galileo Figaro. Well done. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. We'll not let you go. We'll not let you go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me, for me. Ready, hum? 1, 2, 3. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, sing it. Can't do this to me, baby. Just got it out, just got it right out of here. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Anywhere the wind blows.
Excellent work there, Scott. Excellent work.
Bravo, genius.
Bravo. So yeah, the kazoo solo on that, or whatever it is that you're playing, is a bit genius. So Lorraine Briggs says you just need 2 wire coat hangers and 7 bits of sticky back plastic.
Sorry, Blue Peter.
Hi Lorraine, I hope you're well. So just looking at some of the comments here, lots of applause for the kazoo, the Bohemian Rhapsody. That is quite a genius one.
I think Freddie would have approved.
And a record hound on YouTube saying, first time I've ever head banged to a uke. Genius.
So, just to remind everybody why we're here, we have a triple bill show on the Thursday, the 15th of February in Middlesbrough, if people are interested in coming along. Middlesbrough Theatre, it's quite a massive venue. I'm trying to plug it as much as I can. We may end up doing more of these kind of things to promote it as we go through as well.
Only if we sell enough tickets on this one, Tom.
No, what I mean is, like, we're going to have to kind of keep plugging this one to be able to sell enough tickets for it.
How's it doing so far? Are we doing good?
I think we've sold 11 so far.
Woo! Double figures.
Well, that's 10. Almost. That's more than 10%.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That's it, isn't it? But we. Initially looked at it and thought, oh, we've already sold some. It's like, no, that's blatantly kind of where they've kind of cut out some of the seats for kind of staff and things like that, because they were in a very clear pattern around the edges. So hopefully we're going to sell some. Now, I'm going to jump in myself now, because I'm going to play a few songs,
Woo.
or a couple of songs, and actually I'm going to do some Christmas themed stuff now, because considering we're coming up, and I've not really got to do any. You guys have got Christmas shows coming up, haven't you, Tom? You're doing lots of Christmas shows.
Absolutely. You've caught me on a rare day off within my Christmas schedule. I'm sick of it. This is the maximum of my. I've got my little Christmas tree here, my little Christmas trees, and a Santa, and that's it. I'm a bit over it by now.
Yeah, and Scott, I guess you don't necessarily do Christmas shows per se.
We don't do Christmas shows per se, but we always do the Winter Woolies tour, which is always kind of, usually we take the tank tops off and get the Christmas jumpers on. But yeah, we have our Christmas circus show, which is us, our friends Canadians in Space, and Tom Jackson playing in Barnsley. It's already sold out, so I don't need to plug it, I suppose. But
it's all right for some with your sellout shows.
No, but to be honest, but we are doing, like I said earlier, Amanda and myself are doing a big Neatin Christmas Eve special, 8 o'clock on Christmas Eve on YouTube. So come and join us if you fancy silliness, daft songs, and puppets.
So, talking of puppets, I'm going to take you both guys out of the mix now. Now, I've been learning a song recently for Christmas, and I wanted to do this for a while because Muppets Christmas Carol, I think, is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. It's the one we watch on Christmas Day, which I always think you do with the best Christmas movie. And so I wanted to play a song from it, so I decided to learn one. So hopefully it goes all right. It goes like this. It's in the singing of a street corner choir. It's going home and getting warm by the fire. It's true wherever you find love, it feels like Christmas. Cup of kindness that we share with another, a sweet reunion with a friend or a brother. It's all the places we find love that feel like Christmas. And it is the season of the heart, a special time for caring, the ways of love made clear. And it is the season of the spirit, the message, if we hear it, is make it last all year. It's in the giving of a gift to another, a pair of mittens that were made by your mother. It's all the ways that we show love that feel like Christmas. It's a childhood that we'll always remember. It's in the summer of the soul in December. When you do your best for love, it feels like Christmas. And it is the season of the heart, a special time for caring, the ways of love made clear. And it is the season of the spirit, the message, if we hear it, is make it last all year. It's in the singing of a street corner choir. It's going home and getting warm by the fire. It's true wherever you find love, it feels like Christmas. It's true wherever you find love, it feels like Christmas. It feels like Christmas. It feels like Christmas. It feels like Christmas. There we go. Hash through that a little bit there. I'm probably going to do a proper video version of that at some point. I also need to do the one that has no cheeses for us Mises in as well. At some point, that's the that's the other classic. I can see Tom nodding down there on the screen down there. But the other thing I need to do, because it's Christmas and I've not got to play it at all yet, is play you my Christmas song. It goes like this. Once again, the season is upon us for making merry and consuming food and wine. But the endless obligations make you want to scream and run, and the growing queues at Sainsbury's seem to take away the shine. The family wants to see you, as do all your friends, and you're left fighting for your personal space. And the pub that you frequent has been overrun by a bunch of Christmas drinkers who need a good punch in the face. Yet the pantomime continues, all the decorations hang, the same songs are playing on repeat again. Just take a breath and steel yourselves, you've got to do this all once more, and it won't do any good now to complain. So try to smile and nod this Christmas, and pray that you'll get through it all somehow. May all your Christmas days end without turmoil or distress. Just carry on through gritted teeth and furrowed brow. Let there be money still left over when Christmas time is through. And may the television binge that Christmas boredom always brings lead to a tolerable New Year too. Expectations for the festive season are very rarely met, yet we all insist this year must be one never to forget. Yet if we're truly honest, it's all a great big haze, because we started drinking on the last day of work and carried on for 5 whole days. There's pressure to join in with all the forced festivities that other times would clear a party out for sure. But because Grandma always loved them, God rest her little soul, there'll seem to be traditions that we'll all have to endure. You fiercely disagree with the in-laws' politics, but it's Christmas so you cannot make a scene. And it makes you want to heave when he says he voted leave, and then launches into tirades both obnoxious and obscene. Yet the visits you can handle if they don't go on too long, and there are subjects that you know not to go near. Just think of the leftovers that you'll have for the next few weeks when you'll be free from all this for another year. So try to smile and nod this Christmas, and pray that you'll get through it all somehow. May all your Christmas days end without turmoil or distress. Just carry on through gritted teeth and furrowed brow. Let there be money still left over when Christmas time is through. And may the television binge that Christmas boredom always brings lead to a tolerable New Year too. And may the television binge that Christmas boredom always brings lead to a tolerable New Year too. There we go. Some Christmas songs there for you folks, to throw into the mix. Bit of Muppets.
Oh, I was singing along to that one. I was harmonising with you.
Love
Tom.
the Muppets.
Genius. Love it.
Yeah, I messed up on a few of the chords. I was hoping to get a decent enough
come
recording
on, I
of
do
this.
too, don't you worry.
But I was hoping enough to get a decent enough recording this evening that I could whack this on YouTube as a separate thing. But I think it was too many mistakes. One mistake's fine, but too many there. So just very quickly then, just to sum up why we've been here this evening, folks. Not that. Well, there is that. I'll be
see that
playing
show
my
as well.
first
Go there.
my first
Go do
band
that.
show on the 29th of December in Bedford. It'd be lovely to see you along. To see you at that show. Details you can find in the link in the description. But more importantly, I say as important, is our triple bill show, raucous songs and sing-alongs at the Middlesbrough Theatre on Thursday the 15th of February. We need to sell lots more tickets for it, basically.
How's
All away,
everything?
Tom.
How's everything going with the new band, Tom? Is it going good?
Yeah, good. It's actually sounding really good. We're basically I've made them kind of learn a full kind of hour and a half long set
That's brilliant.
because I can't afford to pay for a support act at the moment. So yeah, in order to pay them properly, we're having to forgo a support act, which means they need to play more, which is fair enough. But yeah, it's going really well, and hopefully if that goes down well, it's something I can start pushing out to other places. And the advantage is as well is both of them drive, which makes it a lot easier to get to places.
Yeah.
It means, because obviously I didn't get up to Barnsley for
Oh God, yeah. I
Big day
forgot.
out.
Yeah, of course.
because of the trains.
Well, it was because of the horrific,
It was the weather. That was
Yeah,
the weather that
it
did
was
it that time.
shocking, weren't it?
So, but it'll mean I don't have to stay overnight in places necessarily.
Yeah.
So, which kind of cuts down on train travel, and costs of accommodation, but also means I can get out to random fields in the middle of nowhere for festival shows as well. So there's method behind my madness. For those of you who don't know, folks, I don't drive. I've never driven. I don't know how to drive. None of my family drove growing up. I've got very used to using public transport. Public transport used to be a lot better than it is.
Oh, sometimes I wish I could. Wish I could be on the train and not pushing a piano. But there we go. Or driving hundreds of miles, but wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, well, you say that, but then you end up having to get a National Express back because trains don't go on that late. Or
isn't it just like the National Express song? Surely.
literally, what comes into my head every time I'm on the National Express, which is a coach service for anybody watching overseas.
I'd love you have to explain it. It's like a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, a little bit like a Greyhound bus. But actually, they're not that bad these days, except for when you're at Manchester Airport at midnight and there's no one there to ask why the train's late or why the bus is late. You just have to stand and wait and hope that it's going to turn up, and then you have to check with everybody who's stood around waiting. Are you waiting for this one as well? Like, yeah, it's an hour late. Camaraderie of the bus services there, folks.
There must be a song about that, Tom. You can write that one.
They are very, very, very British first world problems, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, chaps, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining me this evening. I should really go and check on the hound downstairs. He's gone very quiet, but that can mean he's either gone to sleep or he's up to something. So I'm gonna take you guys off just quickly and say goodbye to you in a second. I'm gonna squeeze in one more song because lots of people will be expecting it. So I'm just gonna, in fact, let me just double check that I'm good to play one more song by just listening downstairs very quickly. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Right.
How much is that dog? No, sorry.
I got who let the dogs out in my head.
Right, I'm going to take you both out now. That's
probably a good idea,
violent, isn't it? I'll catch you in the end. I'll catch you at the end. Okay, folks. So it's been lovely for you to join us this evening. Thank you for the shameless plug. Thank you for indulging us in this shameless plug for our show in Middlesbrough. Can't do one without doing this. I've tried, and I've tried even more. I've cried, and I can't recall what for. I've pressed, I've pushed, I've yelled, I've begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have run up dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, the more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget, and I'm now in fucking debt. I strive to get everything done. I've played by all the rules, but I've very rarely won. I've smiled, I've charmed, I've wooed and laughed, alas to no avail. I've run round like a moron to unequivocally fail. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck fuse has just blown. I've been hunting for my fucks all day, but they've upped and fucked off home. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck rations are depleted. I've rallied my fuck army, but it's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy for minimal recompense. The complete lack of acknowledgement has now begun to go, and I've come to realise that I don't give a fuck at all. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have flown away. My fucks are now so fucked off they refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have gone insane. They've come back round and passed me while they're fucking off again. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all dissolved. I've planned many projects, but my fucks won't be involved. involved. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all been spent. They fucked off from the building and I don't know where they went. I've no more fucks to give, I've no more fucks to give. I've no more fucks, I've no more fucks, I've no more fucks to give. Thank you very much there, folks. Stay safe, have a lovely, lovely evening, and I'll see you again very soon. Toodle pip.